dealing with behaviors is by far one of the most um, difficult things to teach and to understand, especially for people who didn't come from a background of trauma. If you were raised in a safe environment, and let me say this, that that's the way it should be. I mean, we are to be raised in contexts that are healthy and that are safe, where your needs are being met, where a child can count on an adult to provide the things for them and they don't have to get for themselves. But when a child doesn't come from when they come from a context that is where they've had to supply their own needs, or they've had to scream and cry for hours because they were hungry, or they were sitting in a soiled diaper, and that child then learns that he cannot count on adults and he must meet his or her own needs themselves. And so that understanding that is really the key to understanding the behaviors. Understanding that the child needs to have control, because control, when they didn't have control, they got hurt. And so they transfer that mindset as they grow older. I need to be in control of everything. So they come into your house and they think, well, I need to control you. I need to get you to do what I want you to do, because in their mind, because of the trauma, they believe if they don't, their needs won't get met. Now you know that's not true as a parent, but their brain doesn't know that. They can know that in the frontal lobe if you ask them. So, do you feel safe? I feel safe here. Yeah, I just want my food. Oh, and but deep down there's this lack of trust, and that is where those maladaptive behaviors rise out of. I need control. I need to express the rage. I've never been taught how to do that appropriately in a healthy way. And so we see these behaviors. The parents are like, oh my goodness, I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted to help a kid. I got a safe home, and I got an extra bed and new bedding, and I painted the walls, but I didn't expect the child to act like this. Now some parents will go on there and they'll say, that child, they should be thankful for what I give them. They must not be thankful for me. They must not appreciate what I'm doing for them. Again, there's some things that are triggering in that parent. And that's the part where we get into trouble as foster parents, is thinking it's something about me. Well, in a way it kind of is you, because you're having expectations that child can't deliver on. So we begin to think with that mind of a trauma informed. That's why they call it trauma informed parenting. A mind of a parent who is trauma informed is going to anticipate that child's going to have maladaptive behaviors that are related to a lack of trust, control, manipulation, triangulation, rage, outbursts, inappropriate touching, inappropriate use of language, hitting, all of those types of things, screaming, yelling. Those are types of things ways they express that rage that's inside of them, or attempt to gain control over themselves or their environment. And ultimately it's to keep them safe. So asking the question, how do we deal with those behaviors? Drop the fear, and the behaviors drop. And I say that thousands of times, but it's important to understand that behavior is communication. So rather than asking, what are you doing? We should be asking, what are you saying through that behavior? Behavior communicates need. And so that outburst or that rage may be coming from fear. Find out what they're afraid of. Is it going to school tomorrow? Is it the social pressures that they're in? Is it the fact that they're worried about their brother or sister who's in a different home than them? Or maybe they didn't get removed, or for whatever, maybe they're with another parent, a different parent. Oftentimes the parents, there's multiple parents involved in the homes of children that we take out. And so there can be concerns or worries. Find out what those are. It might just be as simple as making a phone call to be able to communicate with another family member, if that's permitted, you know, to let them know that they're okay. Oh, I'm fine, until the next worry comes up or the next fear comes up. So looking at the behavior, and asking the question, what are they saying? What, not what are they doing? What are they saying? And also realize this isn't against me. This isn't against my foster home. This is against something that's happening. They're suffering the consequences for choices other people made for them. And so we need to find out, what exactly is that? And how can we meet that need? How can we come and connect with that child? When we connect with a child, then we can help them emotionally attune. We can bring self-regulation. We can use some things for calming them down. But we have to build that connection first. And that's the key, having that attachment, a healthy attachment with the child. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of trust, a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance, a lot of, you know, not worrying about what I'm doing wrong or right, or, but asking, what is the child saying? And how can I meet that need?